A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. There's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score. Third down. To throw is Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better...
Throwing on third. Goff. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson from 21 yards away.
Instead, they broke as a result of their own.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. And this time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive Goff now to throw. Caught on the slant. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring.
Now Goff. Steps away to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me defense.
Swift again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses. But
well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.